I'm Deanne DeMarco, and I've got a question for you. Do you have more than one generation in your workplace? Chances are you have at least 3, maybe 4, and some of you might even have 5 different generations in your work environment. Our oldest generation was born in 1922 to 1945, so the youngest ones are about 74. Our baby boomers, 1946 to 1964, so the youngest ones are about 55 years old. Our Gen Xers, born 1965 to 1980, so the youngest ones are about 39. And then our millennials are 1981 to 2000. Sometimes they're called Gen Y, but I like to call them millennials, and they prefer that as well. So the youngest ones are about 19. Now the 5th generation is Gen I. Gen I stands for like iPhone, iPad, iPod, that kind of thing. And the oldest ones are about 18. So they're just hitting some of the work environments now. So all these different generations see the world a little bit differently. They all communicate a little bit differently, and they all see work a little bit differently. So one of the things you need to understand is they all have different communication triggers. For example, the baby boomers really hate slacking off, and they hate excuses. Your Gen Xers really don't like unfair environments, and there's too many rules that they need to follow. Your millennials, they hate negativity and old policies that don't seem to apply any longer. The second thing I want to talk to you about is change. You need to know that baby boomers hate change. Gen Xers, they accept change. And your millennial group, they expect change. Another key piece with the generations is understanding the role of respect. With the baby boomer group, respect was automatic. If you're my boss, if you're my CEO, I'm going to automatically respect you. Gen Xers, not so much. They're pretty cautious before they respect. And with your millennial group, it is, hey, wait a minute. Respect me first. You need to respect for what I bring to the organization. Now, one of the other issues with generations is values, because the values between the generations is very, very different. With the boomers, it was personal gratification and work, whereas with the Gen Xers, it's all about work-life balance and family. And with the millennial generation, it's all about honesty and integrity. And I will tell you that with the I generation, some of the new research that is just coming out, one of their core values is about trust, and are you trustworthy? And they expect trustworthy organizations and their managers to be trustworthy. The last thing I want to leave you with is managers need to learn how to manage and motivate the different generations. I just completed a very large motivational study for millennials and what motivates them to do their very best work. And I got to tell you, it's very, very different than the other generations. So if you're having turnover, if you have morale issues, if you want to improve employee engagement, you need to learn about the different generations and how it impacts your organization. So if you want to create an awesome environment that makes all of your work teams, no matter what their generation is, excited to come work for you, give me a call. I have an assessment-based program that can help you.